Okay, so I wasn't going to make a video about this project, but it's turning out quite nicely, so I think I'll start. So, I am making a table out of an old wood barrel that I got out of my grandfather's garage. I've had it for the past 4 or 5 years. It's been dry for the most part. It's just the underside is wet. I gotta let that all dry off. Right now, it came with 2 rings on one side, and it's missing 2 rings. It does have both rings, bottom and top, and right now that's what I'm working on. I'm going to be getting this ring off, and then I'm going to be putting a finish on it. The finish that I'm doing is beeswax. So I brush it all so that all the loose rust gets off. Then I take it, heat it up with the oxyacetylene, put beeswax on it, and gives it a nice, beautiful black finish. So I put ratchet straps around it for now, so that it doesn't all pop loose or anything like that. Because I didn't want to put the rings back on, because I still got to stain it. So, and I want to give it a little bit more of a sanding. So I did not have a palm sander or anything. So if you have an angle grinder, just get a flap disc. I did an 80 grit. That was quite nice. It works. I mean, it's not the most beautiful sanding job, but I'm not really a woodworker, and I'm not looking to put a ton of time into this project because I got so many other projects to do. I just need a table. I will be taking, once it dries up, I will be going over it with some sandpaper because the disc left some grooves in there that I don't really like. They're quite deep. But the other side of the barrel is beautiful. It's nice and flat, be perfect for the table. If I just have this amount of space just to set stuff on, like I don't know, my drinks or whatever, that'll be nice, because then it gives me a little bit more room for shelf space. Eventually, I would also like to make a tabletop for it, a nice round tabletop with 4 stools or something, like a game table. That would be kind of nice as well. So, but I think the tabletop is an attachment. I can do that further down the line and not worry too much about it right now. I also just wanted to show how beautiful this actually turned out, because this was all gray, distressed, weathered wood. It was sitting in my grandfather's garage for the longest time, and taking a sanding disc to it, and then it's leaving all these different colors in the deep ends of the wood is just beautiful. So what I'm doing to get these rings off is I have a wedge for splitting wood, and so the ring is just starting to come off. It didn't take, oh, it is off. I didn't really give it a pull. Since I got this off, I am going to clean this up. I cleaned it up on the outside already when it was on the barrel. Just took a wire brush to it. And then the inside, just get all the big crusty stuff off. Then once the crusty stuff is off and like it looks like this, once you take the torch to it, all that rust there just disappears. So you don't have to try to get it as clean as possible, because it just ends up disappearing. So, you saw what this looked like before I took it off, and I just finished putting the beeswax finish on it. One thing to note is this here, my thumb is, I accidentally hit it with the grinder, and yeah, cleaned off the metal, and then it doesn't turn black. So if you clean off the metal by grinding it, then yeah, I guess it won't turn it black. So I just did get the rust off, and that was it. I didn't go for a clean polish, and that left me with a nice black finish. So I think the first step I'm going to do now is put this on, then I can take the ratchet strap off. Then I did sand this already, so it does feel quite soft. I think I went to a 300 grit, 320 I think. Okay, so let's get this thing on. So getting pretty tight right now. Oh, it's really sucking in those boards. So that's good. I don't want to dent it, right? So I've got this piece of wood.